ChatGPT relate ACIM to the movie Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. Don't Look Up can be viewed through ACIM as a powerful study of denial, distraction, ego dynamics, perception, and the mind's resistance to truth. On the surface, the film is about a comet headed toward Earth. Through the lens of ACM, however, the comet is not the central issue. The real subject is, what does the mind do when truth threatens the reality it has constructed? Denial. The title itself is the first clue. Don't look up. The ego survives through denial. When something threatens its thought system, the ego does not usually investigate. It avoids, distracts, rationalizes, dismisses, attacks. Throughout the movie, the evidence is visible. The facts are available. The comet is real within the movie's framework. Yet enormous effort is spent avoiding what is already there. AM teaches that the ego uses denial to preserve itself. The ego is less afraid of suffering than it is of having its assumptions questioned. The fear of truth. Many characters are not responding to the comet itself. They are responding to what the comet means. The ego fears disruption, change, uncertainty, loss of control. Teaches that the ego fears truth because truth dissolves illusion. The ego interprets truth as a threat. Spirit recognizes truth as liberation. The movie repeatedly shows how uncomfortable people become when confronted with information that challenges their preferred narratives. Perception versus reality. One of the major themes of the film is that perception can be manipulated. Public opinion shifts. Narratives shift. Interpretations shift. The same event is viewed through radically different lenses. This closely mirrors ACIM, teaching that perception is interpretation. The ego assumes that seeing is knowing. The Course teaches that perception reflects the thought system that interprets it. The movie continually demonstrates how minds see what they want to see. Distraction as a defense. The film is filled with distractions, entertainment, politics, popularity, media cycles, personal drama. The ego constantly redirects attention away from what matters. ACIM describes the world as a distraction from the underlying problem of separation. The ego fills awareness with endless concerns so that deeper questions remain unexamined. The movie's humor comes largely from watching distractions receive more attention than what appears to be the central issue. The need to be right. Many characters become invested in defending positions rather than discovering truth. The ego values being right. The Holy Spirit values peace. This distinction appears throughout the film. Arguments escalate, positions harden, identities become attached to opinions. The goal shifts from understanding to winning. ACIM teaches that the desire to be right often blocks the experience of peace. The illusion of control. Several characters believe they can control outcomes through technology, strategy, influence, or power. The ego seeks control because it fears uncertainty, yet the movie repeatedly demonstrates the limits of control. ACIM teaches that peace does not come through controlling the world. Peace comes through surrendering the need to control the world. The ego's plans are often built upon fear. The Holy Spirit's guidance is built upon trust. Awakening in the midst of chaos. One of the most touching aspects of the film occurs near the end. As external solutions collapse, some characters begin returning to what truly matters: connection, presence, relationship, love. The noise quiets, the priorities simplify. This mirrors a recurring theme in ACIM. When the ego's pursuits lose their appeal, the mind becomes more available for what is real. Love remains meaningful even when the world's goals lose their significance. The comet as a symbol. Viewed symbolically, the comet can represent any truth the ego does not want to face. A hidden fear, a buried belief, a grievance, an unconscious pattern. The ego says, don't look. The Holy Spirit says, bring it gently to the light. Healing begins not through avoidance, but through willingness to see. The central reflection. The ego watches Don't Look Up and asks, how can I maintain my preferred version of reality? The Holy Spirit watches Don't Look Up and asks, am I willing to look honestly at what is here? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a satire of the ego's defenses against truth. The film reveals how easily the mind becomes distracted, polarized, and attached to narratives when reality challenges its assumptions. The deepest message may be, the ego's first response to truth is often, don't look. Awakening begins when the mind becomes willing to look gently, honestly, and without fear at whatever has been hidden. What is brought to the light can be healed. What is denied remains a source of suffering. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.